What is up guys, and welcome back to a new Minecraft hack client test video for Minecraft 1.7.2 to 1.7.10. Today we're gonna take a look at the Flare hack client. It's a cracked client with an amazing GUI, and as always you can find the download link down in the description, so feel free to check it out. And also, if you don't know how to install the hack client, then please check out the installation tutorial, which you can also find in the description. Okay guys, then now let's get started and let's start the game. Okay guys, we're now in the game, and here comes the Flare hack client in version 2.1, coded by, let's better say, cracked by Clinters. And as you can see, the background here looks really fancy. It is also animated, and Optifine is included in this hack client, so this is really great. And here in the main menu we got a new button which is Flare settings, so let's check that out. And here we can find global font settings, manage click GUI, chat settings, an Alias Manager, newest features and credits. So now let us take a look at the global font settings. Here you can switch the font which the hack client is using, and you can change it to every font which is installed on your PC. Just enter the font name and go to OK. We also have a Click GUI manager. Not sure what you can do here, because basically this is just a normal Click GUI and I haven't seen any buttons to edit it, or maybe it is just not working. So to exit it you have to press the escape key. Then now let us check out chat settings, and here you can set the console comment prefix. I think by default it's the minus button, but you can set it to every key you want to and then just go to save. Then here we got the Alias Manager, and as you can see I've added myself, and you can add here friends and you can also give them an alias. And you can choose if you want them protected or not. We also got here newest features. Basically that's the changelog. As you can see, 2.2 is upcoming, but yeah, it's a cracked version, so who knows if 2.2 is coming. It's cracked by Clinters and you can read it in the credits. Okay, then let's check out multiplayer. Here on the bottom you can see two buttons, so you can switch between 1.7.2 and 1.7.9, which is also 1.7.10 compatible. Minecraft realms are working, and we got an alt manager, so you can add alt accounts. Just go to add and fill in username and password for a premium account, or just leave it blank if you want to change your name for a cracked server. You can also choose if you want to show or hide your password. And yeah, then just log in, and then you will get offline mode if it's a cracked account, or online if it's a premium account. And basically that's it. You can also import old accounts from a text file, then just open the old folder and import the text file. Okay, then now let's go to my single player world, because I don't have a server to play on currently. So now welcome to my single player world, because I still don't have a server to play on. So if anyone has a multiplayer server where I can get OP to test out all the hacks, I would be really glad to play on it. Just leave a comment down below and I will contact you as soon as possible. Okay, then let's get started with the hack client. To get a list of all commands which you can enter in the console, you have to type -help. And if you want to enter a command here directly into the chat, you always have to type minus and then the command. And you can change that prefix in the settings if you want to. Yeah, -help gives you a list of some basic commands which you can enter. And you can also type -list. And this gives you a list of all modules which you can toggle on or off. And you can also see the keybind here. So if you want to activate speed mine, you just have to press the M button. And here you can see all modules which are in this hack client. And before you use the hack client, get used to the commands, because you can do some really cool things like scrape usernames and all that stuff, which you cannot do in the GUI. Now to open up the GUI, you have to press the Y button on the keyboard. And as always, this is a drag and drop GUI, so you can drag and drop all those boxes here around the screen. And what you can also try is drag and drop a box down below into this gray zone here, and then the menu disappears, and basically here you can store the box if it gets too full on the screen. And each box has a button, and when you press the button, then the box is pinned to your screen. So if you go out of the GUI by pressing the escape key, then it still stays on your screen. And then just go back to the GUI by pressing the Y button, and then you can unpin it. So we got some nice combat hacks, other hacks, build hacks. We got a sonar, which is basically the radar, movement hacks and rendering hacks. Okay, so if you want to activate any of those hacks, you just have to press the off button and then turns green and says on. So that means that the hack is activated. And if you're not sure what a hack is doing, then you just hover with the mouse over it. Also, if you have the HUD switched on, it should appear in the right upper corner, which is the array list. And here you can once again see if you hover with the mouse over the hack, then you get a little description box which tells you what the hack does. also you will see that there is a little arrow here left from each hack. And if you click on this little arrow here, then it opens up a sub-menu and here you can edit some settings. For instance, here you can edit the kill aura settings. We have your player, mobs, lock view, safety. You can edit the speed and the range of kill aura and also the timer. So how long an entity has to exist before you attack it. And it's really great because you can edit the settings until they fit your likes. And further we got auto soup, criticals, a bow aimbot with also tracers and lock view. I think by default everything is deactivated in the sub menu. We also got regen, and here in the sub menu you can edit the speed. You just have to use this little slider here. We got revive, and we also got teleport home if you want to do that. We also got no push, fast bow and click aim, which is basically a click aimbot. Also in the sub menu lock view. And last but not least we got God mode, which uses an old bug in No Cheat Plus, so no working guarantee. Yeah, basically that were the combat hacks, and you will later also see a PvP gameplay to see how good the combat hacks are. Okay, then here we got other hacks, and here we got anti-cheat, so this tries to bypass no cheat. Then we also got fast nom to eat faster, an item spoofer and a chat filter with a nice sub-menu. Like we got faggot speak, pirate speak, lead speak, and you just have to open up the chat, type something into the chat, and when you press the enter button it will be automatically converted into the speak you have chosen. Okay, so I forgot to activate it, so once again. And as you can see, this is pirate speak. And this is really nice to troll people because after some time it gets really annoying. Okay, that were other hacks. And here we got some build hacks like auto tool. We also got a nuker. And the nuker has a nice sub menu because you can mute the nuker sounds and you can also adjust the range. So 20 is maximum. And now let's switch it to on and let's test it. So the nuker only works in creative. And that's good because I'm now in single player and creative, and as you can see the nuker is working. It's just a little bit laggy, maybe because I'm recording right now, but yeah, the nuker is working and the nuker range is adjustable. You just have to open up the sub menu in the GUI and then you can use the slider to adjust the nuker range. So the nuker is working too. Okay, then let me get back up here. And now let's re-enter the GUI and let's deactivate the nuker. So further we got speed mine and fast plays, but unfortunately the speed mine speed is not adjustable. Yeah, that were the build hacks, and now we got sonar, which is the radar, and we're here in the options of the radar, and here you can limit the players which you want to display. For instance, if there are too many players like on the spawn, you can limit the amount of players which the radar should display. And the second box here is to show the players. Okay, that was the radar and it's now pinned to the screen. And further we got some movement hacks like step, and here you can adjust the step height, so how many blocks you want to step up. We also got no fall, which I don't need because I'm now in creative. Then we also got derp, and it's really funny to troll people with that. So here we got seizure and headless, and let's try that. Okay, so I think only one at a time is working, so let's try seizure. And as you can see, you spin your head like this, and it's really funny to troll people with that. Then let me go back to the GUI, and here we got sprint. We also got flight, which I'm using right now, and the flight speed is adjustable. So this is the maximum flight speed which you can get, and it's pretty fast, and if you play on a very small server, you can easily make it lag with that. We also got tight fly, so you don't drift around, and I really like that feature because I hate drifting around. We also got phase and sneak has a nice sub menu, like we have no cheat compatible sneak, and we have a slider to adjust the speed. We also got no slowdown and glide also with damage and speed. Then further we got Jesus, which is water walking. We also got a speed hack and the speed is adjustable. And last but not least we got blink, so basically this simulates lag and tells no cheat that you're lagging around. Okay, that were the movement related hacks, and last but not least we got some really nice rendering hacks. So Fulbright is already on. Then further we got X-ray, and X-ray is by default bound to the X button on your keyboard, and you can adjust the opacity and also the blocks you want to see directly in the GUI. So let's go back to the GUI. Then you just have to click on this little arrow here, and this opens up the sub menu, and here you can set the opacity with this little slider. And you can also choose the blocks you want to see in X-ray, so you just have to click on them and then the blocks should be marked, and you can just uncheck them if you click at them once again. Basically that's the X-ray manager, so it's pretty easy to use. Then further in the GUI we got a HUD, so we got an array list, we got a watermark and coordinates in each corner. We also got a wall hack, so you can see entities through the wall. We also got trajectories, we got an ESP, and you can switch between different ESP modes. So we got here players, mobs and Rambolo, but I'm not really sure what Rambolo mode is doing. Maybe someone can find it out. We also got big name tags for players, mobs and health, and you can zoom in and out if you want to. Then we got tracers, and we got tracers for players, mobs and items, and also the distance is adjustable. Then we got free cam, so you can go out of your body and explore the area in rendering distance. And then we got search, so basically this is the chest finder, but you can also search for other items. For instance, you can search for diamond blocks, for dynamite, or anything you want to. And last but not least, we got Breadcrumbs, which draws a line behind you. So basically that are all the ESP hacks, and as you can see, they look really nice. And now you will see the PvP gameplay because we went through all the features of this hack line. So just sit down and enjoy.